ethnic background or religious conviction, along with the international community, can only thank them, and indeed you, for what you did 30 years ago, and for the many sacrifices that you and your families made. Let us hope that those responsible for Bosnia today, the politicians, the generals, do not waste that hard-won opportunities that they were given by you.
Thank you, General Sir Michael Rose. As we move towards the last parts of our service, we revisit our veterans to hear more about their time in Bosnia. But hear their thoughts on the lasting legacy of our time there. We'll then have some more music, but first, our veterans.
Gorazda was under siege, very little supplies were coming in and out. The chefs who were working for the battle group, they got to the point where they'd run out of gas. The engineers were tasked to fell trees. We had to go and speak to Gorazda's equivalent of the Forestry Commission. Ennis, his name is, the guy, he came out with his wife and his 2 daughters and he took that photograph. And then it was some years later, it was just like wondering, did they, what happened to this family? Did they make it through social media? That photograph that I took all them years ago got posted. They all made it through to the end of the conflict. And now they're all doing rather well, leading normal lives.
When I left the army, I started teaching at a college, and one of my students was actually a Bosnian that had been sent over to the UK while the war was on, so he was in the war zones. And I've had a good few chats with him, and he said to me that, the British soldiers out there did make a difference. Bosnia was one of the times when, it's actually doing the job that you're getting paid to do. Yeah, I do feel proud of it, yeah.
I've visited the Arboretum quite a few times, and Wayne Edwards, who basically, when I say his name, I see his face. I find his name, you go into the Arboretum, turn right, it's on the left hand, and I find him, I run my fingers across his name, and I just say, you won't be forgotten. You're not forgotten. It's what this is about. We have to have made a difference, but you've got to take it back to the individual of what you did on one day in one act. Yeah, I made a change. I was there, I was able to help on that day at that time and make somebody's life a bit better.
We couldn't see the bigger picture at the time. We always thought sometimes, are we making a difference? Is what we are doing here, is that helping? They've all said that without our presence being there, Gorazda would have been another Srebrenica. Hugely proud of, I'll say what we did.